You have probably spent thousands of dollars on your teeth, fillings, cleanings, braces, maybe even surgery to pull your wisdom teeth out. You floss, you brush twice a day, you avoid sugar, and your dentist still finds something wrong every time you sit in that chair. But for millions of years, humans had almost none of those problems. Their teeth didn't decay, their jaws weren't crowded, and their wisdom teeth came in straight without a single issue. They never brushed a day in their lives, and their teeth were straighter than yours will ever be. So why did ancient humans have better teeth than you? The answer has nothing to do with brushing, and it rewrites everything we think we know about dental health. The obvious guess is sugar. Ancient humans didn't eat candy or drink soda, so of course their teeth were better. True, that's part of it, but it's a teeny tiny part, because the real problem with modern teeth has nothing to do with what's attacking them. It has to do with the fact that your jaw is too small for the teeth inside it, and that is a problem no amount of brushing can fix. For the entire history of our species, eating was hard physical work. Every meal meant chewing through tough roots, raw plants, dried meat, things that took real effort to break down. And all of that chewing did something critical. It built the jaw. Daniel Lieberman, an evolutionary biologist at Harvard, found that the mechanical forces generated by chewing are what signal the jaw to grow to its full size and shape. The harder and longer you chew as a child, the wider your jaw develops. And a wide jaw means every single tooth, including your wisdom teeth, has room to come in straight. Lieberman examined thousands of ancient skulls from hunter-gatherer populations across multiple continents, and the pattern was the same everywhere. The teeth were almost perfectly straight. All 32 were present, including the wisdom teeth, sitting comfortably in the back of the mouth with room to spare. Significant crowding was almost non-existent. For millions of years, the system worked perfect because the food was hard and the chewing never stopped. And then, roughly 10,000 years ago, humans made the single biggest change to their diet in the history of the species. They started farming, and their teeth have never recovered. Agriculture replaced wild game and raw plants with soft cooked grains, wheat porridge, boiled barley, ground flour. The food was easier to grow, easier to store, and dramatically easier to chew. And that was the problem. The jaw stopped getting the mechanical stress it needed to grow to full size. But the teeth didn't get smaller. They stayed the same size they had been for millions of years, packed into a jaw that was now too small to hold them. Sandra Kahn, an orthodontist, and Paul Ehrlich, an evolutionary biologist at Stanford, called this a hidden epidemic in their 2018 book, Jaws. They found that the problem is not genetic. Children in modern hunter-gatherer communities who still eat tough, unprocessed diets develop wide jaws and straight teeth, just like their ancestors did 50,000 years ago. The moment those same populations switch to soft, processed foods, the crowding begins within a single generation. Cavities followed the same pattern. A 2011 anthropological review published in the International Journal of Dentistry examined thousands of ancient teeth across multiple populations and found decay in only about 2% of them. In modern, industrialized countries, 60 to 90% of school-aged children have cavities. Agriculture didn't just shrink the jaw, it changed the entire bacterial environment inside the mouth. A 2013 study led by Christina Warrener at the University of Zurich analyzed ancient dental plaque and found that the bacteria living on human teeth shifted dramatically after farming began, loading the mouth with species that feed on sugar and starch and produce the acid that eats through enamel. That dull ache when your wisdom teeth came in sideways, the years you spent in braces, the money you've poured into fillings and crowns and root canals, none of that is because you didn't brush hard enough. Your jaw grew up on soft bread, mashed baby food, and smoothies. It never got the signal to reach its full size, so your teeth didn't fit. They were never going to fit, not in a jaw that agriculture built. That's all for today. If you want more, subscribe.